Welcome to the training. So excited to tell you today about my pains, fears, and goals of going from a nurse to a coach. So, if you don't know me, my name is Heather Colledge, and I help entrepreneurs grow their strategies, simplify their systems for more sales now. So, I'm really excited to share my background, my story with you about going from being an ICU nurse to multi-million dollar online coach. So really excited to share kind of what I was experiencing and my story of how I went from being an employee to an entrepreneur. And I hope that this is helpful for you today. I'm also going to teach you how to be more in alignment with your calling and really just move forward with what you're feeling called in your heart to do. So I'm really excited for this. So I worked as an ICU nurse for 8 years, and I hated leaving my family to go work 12-hour shifts, nights, holidays, weekends, and I hated missing out on those memories with my kids. I hated working someone else's schedule. I hated it. I was just giving meds, and I didn't have time to help my patients transform their lives. I still hate the nightmares I still have to this day of patients coding and dying. I would be so anxious before I went into work because I never knew how the night would go or what kind of craziness we were in for. Like, I would be so anxious. It was hard for me to even take a nap before my night shift because I just had these thoughts constantly running through my mind. Like, what's going to happen tonight? What kind of craziness are we in for? Like, because it's the ICU, there's always going to be something crazy happen. Well, not always, but a lot of times. I was scared that I would be stuck and unfulfilled working as a nurse for the next 30 years of my life. I was scared that that was my reality for the rest of my life. That's what I went to school for. That's what I invested thousands of dollars into my education for, so much time and effort into becoming a nurse. And I felt like that was what I was bound to do for the rest of my life. And the thought of that scared me. I felt like I was so stuck as a nurse and I didn't want to be there anymore. I was scared I would never have the opportunity to really help others on a deeper level. I was scared I was just going to be, putting on band-aids and taking care of people, but not really transforming their lives. I was scared that I would continue being away from my family on nights, holidays, weekends, working 12-hour shifts, and missing out on memories with my kids. I was scared that we would continue living paycheck to paycheck, never having enough for vacations for the next 30 years of our lives, because that was our reality. And I thought, if this is our reality, then it's up to me to change that. It's 100% up to me to create more income for our family, to be able to allow us the opportunity to go on vacations together, to create a better lifestyle so that I'm not working night shifts or 12-hour shifts. So I knew that I had to take 100% radical responsibility if I wanted to change my life. If I continued staying stuck in that same place, we would have been in that same place for the next 30 years. I would still be working as a nurse to this day. So my fear of staying stuck in the same place for the next 20, 30 years was greater than my fear of starting my own online coaching business. And yes, it was scary. And yes, I was so afraid and I had no idea if it would work. I had no idea if people would enroll. My goals starting the business were to replace my income, be home with my family, with my kids and my husband, have more money in savings, and be able to help other people on a deeper level to really transform. I didn't care how long it would take me to be successful. I was all in. I was like, let's go. Let's do this. I am not going to be working as a nurse, stuck here in the hospital for the next 30 years of my life, missing out on memories with my kids and living paycheck to paycheck for the rest of my life. I was not okay with that. And I drew a line in the sand and I made it happen. I was willing to get uncomfortable, do things that I have never done before, learn how to sell and market on social media. I'm a huge introvert. I never posted on social media before I started my business back in May of 2015. I shared my message with the world, even though it was so scary and I was so afraid of what people would say, what people would think. This is so weird, like posting on social media, but I did it anyway because I knew that I wanted to help others on a deeper level. I wanted to be able to reach more people and I wanted to be able to make a difference from the comfort of my own home while I'm home with my kids and not at work, nights, weekends, holidays for 12 hours, 13 hours, right? So I went for it and I started May of 2015. I drew a line in the sand and I made it happen. So thousands of no's since that time, thousands. thousands of people telling me no, rejecting me, thousands of mistakes, failures that I've experienced, uncomfortable growth, scary things on a daily basis, so many tears, so many prayers. Now I'm living my dream, working from home. I live my dream life right now. I get to be home with my husband, my kids. I don't have to work at the hospital anymore. I don't have to work 12-hour shifts anymore. I get to transform lives in a way that I never thought was possible as a nurse. I have so much more fulfillment and purpose in this work than I ever did as a nurse. I have helped hundreds of clients at this point start their own online coaching businesses for the same freedom and flexibility that I enjoy. Although my results are not typical, I have increased my income from earning around 3K months as a full-time ICU nurse in Utah to anywhere from $5,000 to $180,000 gross months as an online coach in the last 5.5 years. I am beyond grateful every single day that I went all in and never looked back, no matter how hard it was. Nothing compares to this level of purpose, fulfillment, and freedom. Like, this is it. This is my dream life that I get to live right now, and I get to teach other people how to do the same. My advice to you is to move and go all in no matter what. There has never been a better time to make your dreams a reality than right now. And I will tell you that this is a critical time. If you do not start now, you will be left behind with all of the advances that are coming with AI, with everything that's coming in the future. If you do not start now, you are going to miss out big time. You are going to be left behind. You are not going to have a successful business unless you get the proper help from an experienced business mentor who understands your nursing license. And that's exactly what I can do. So go ahead and click the link in the chat. This is how you can book a brainstorm session with me. We can talk about your goals, your dreams, what you are wanting to experience in your life, what you're wanting to have, how life will be different for you, and so on. So let me tell you this. If you feel like you were born to swim, but you were never raised around water, if you feel like no one understands your crazy entrepreneurial dreams and ideas, like, you know, deep down, you were meant to do more, to be more, and to have more. I know how you feel. That's exactly how I felt when I was working as a nurse. I remember looking at myself in the mirror in the middle of the night. It was like 5 a.m. I was emptying my ICU patient's Foley catheter, and I caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror. And I thought, what am I doing? Why am I still here? Like, I am not fulfilling my potential. I am living beneath my potential. There is no fulfillment in this work. So why am I still here? If I don't want to be here in 5 years from now, then why am I still here? If I don't even want to be here in 1 year from now, that's when it really opened my eyes as to, like, I have to take action now. I have to start doing something different if I want different results. If you have been dreaming about wanting to start and grow a business for years and you have not started yet, you are living out of alignment with your calling. God qualifies those he calls. If you are not fully committing or taking action on your dreams, it will hurt. It will be painful. It will be uncomfortable. It will be on your mind constantly. And I know this because I experienced that. I knew for years when I was in my network marketing health and wellness company that I was supposed to be starting my own business. I could feel it with every fiber of my being. And it was uncomfortable. It hurt. It was painful. And yet I waited and I waited because I had no idea how to start. I was scared of walking away from the certainty of a paycheck, like the paycheck from nursing and then the paycheck from the health and wellness company. And the thought of going out on my own, and had no idea if it would work. I was so scared. And so I sat on it for way longer than I should have. And I literally kicked myself every day for not starting sooner, because it is like starting my own online coaching business is the thing that transformed our lives and allowed me to finally transform other people's lives in a real lasting way. So what does that do to someone physically, mentally, spiritually, living day after day out of alignment? It will tear you up inside. And I speak from experience because it was tearing me up inside. And I see Vanessa is on. Hello, Vanessa. Great to see you. And Shell. Vanessa is a former client and Shell is a current client in our academy. Hello, ladies. Great to see you. Awesome. So this is what you will experience. If you are not stepping into your calling, you will be out of alignment and it will tear you up inside. The sooner you take action now to live in alignment with your higher calling and your true desire and purpose, the sooner you will be out of the pain and the disappointment. The sooner you take action, the sooner you start getting that momentum and just doing the thing, the better you will feel. It will alleviate this uncomfort, like this discomfort, this pain, because you're finally stepping into alignment, what God is calling you to do, giving yourself permission to live a big life. Don't listen to the naysayers. Don't even listen to that little voice in the back of your head that's telling you, like, well, what if it doesn't work? What if this or what if that? Like, don't listen to that. Listen to that calling in your heart. Listen to what God is trying to move you towards. Don't listen to people like your family who's trying to keep you safe, because you know what's best for you. You know what's in your heart, and no one's going to care more about your business than you. So you don't need to have everything figured out or anything perfect to start. You just have to go. So just go. This is my advice to you today. And I hope this is helpful for you to do today, to take action and finally make things happen and finally move forward, because you were given a gift and a talent and this calling in your heart for a reason and for a purpose. So the longer that you put that off and the longer that you don't pursue that calling and that purpose in your heart, the more discomfort you will feel, the more out of alignment you'll feel, the more pain you will feel. So the sooner that you start moving towards that calling and those talents, those gifts that you've been blessed with, the sooner you will grow in your happiness, in your purpose, in your fulfillment. And we would absolutely love to have you with us inside of our academy. So go ahead and comment the word academy below. This is where we'll teach you how to finally step into your calling, how to build your business from the ground up so you can finally live in alignment with your true beliefs, with what you're called here to do, with your gifts and your talents. So comment the word academy, click the link to book a call with me. We are enrolling for the academy now, and we can't wait to have you with us. So I hope you have a great week. Thanks for watching. Take care.